The series is about Big Nate and his friends. It's about fun and friendship and a lot of crazy wild adventures of these sixth graders. And I am one of the friends, one of the sixth graders, Dee Dee. And Dee Dee is larger than life, in love with theater, loves her friends so much, wants to support her friends as much as possible. And she tries to steer them on a path that doesn't involve crazy pranks and shenanigans, but sometimes she just has to get roped in and she goes along with it and she helps them all achieve their goals one by one, I guess.
Francis in it. And not to brag, but Francis has known Nate the longest since kindergarten. So I think there's some bragging rights there. But Francis is really the book smart one, the one who's all about the education and keeping his friends out of trouble. I do my best to reel everyone back, keep us in a safe place, and get Nate out of detention.
Hi there, my name is Arnie Pantoja. I play Teddy Ortiz. Teddy, I would describe as the wild card of the group. I feel like you don't know what's going to be coming from him. I was saying earlier that I feel like he's the classic friend where the most realistic, where he could be like, hey man, I'm right on your side, I'm right got your back, and things go bad, he's like, hey, I'm out of here right away. And but overall, he loves his group of friends. He's just a goofball that just wants to laugh and have fun. And he's Nate's number one co-conspirator, I would say.
I have always wanted to be a part of an animated series. And so this kind of is just a dream come true, really. And as a kid watching cartoons, it was always really exciting to see characters that look like me and that I could relate to. And so being able to play a character that looks like me and that I can relate to is just, it's all I could ever ask for. And Dee Dee being so passionate about theater, that also just really locked me in. I feel like because it's something that I can bring and I can personalize. And as the character grows through the series, I can add my, love for performing arts to that and my love of friendship and fun to that as well. So I'm just really super grateful for how it all turned out and to be part of the show.
For me, because I felt so connected to the character in terms of who Francis is, I didn't want to stray too far from my natural voice or even my natural habits and traits. So it was really about just, connecting to the character in the text and bringing out the reality of it, of trying to keep my friends safe and just being, the fun nerd Francis is.
Inspiration for the voice actually comes from my dad. We, as kids all the time, I would hear Spanish only in two moments. I would hear Spanish if I was in trouble. There'd always be mijo, why'd you do that? Or I'd hear Spanish if it's a fun joking thing. And we used to always fight as a kid and he'd do this voice where he'd be like, no me pegue, no me pegue. And that's actually was my inspiration for Teddy. Oh my, I am a huge cartoon nerd. I almost watch nothing but cartoons. And I'm a grown man. But I haven't ever seen anything like this on TV before. The artwork is gorgeous. It's CGI, but they do this really cool thing with 2D as well, where they'll, accentuate moments with Nate's eyebrows or more cartoony moments. It also it has these cutout picture moments as well. That's really neat. And the one thing that blows me away the most, there's actually two, is the lighting. When you watch it, it looks like it's almost like an indie film lit, which it really, I feel makes you feel that grit of this PS38, horrible school. And the comedy, it really, when we're not even recording, we're laughing nonstop. And so when they're okay, let's get this take, we're still laughing from something before. It truly is us just having fun and joking and doing what we think is funny. I am a big fan of the show.
It's been a while. It's been enough time from middle school for me to be wow, that was long ago. But I do remember being very, very. I've always been passionate about musical theater, about performing arts. And so that's another thing that's just been so exciting is when I think back to that time to sort of draw anything from it, it's very similar to, you know, what Dee Dee is passionate about and excited about. And so that's been really fun. I didn't get into as many wild pranks or shenanigans with my friends, but but that's been really fun exploring in the show because, like Arnie said, it's just the comedy and the fun. It's just we're constantly smiling and laughing, and it's just such a fun space to play in, even, you know, with it being virtual, even being in our, you know, home booths so separate from each other. It's a way to really connect with each other and with these characters. So yeah.
You know, something that came to my mind when you asked that question was when I was in kindergarten, there were these 3 Foursquare courts in the schoolyard. And there were like different Foursquare teams who always played together. And there was a race to get one of those Foursquare courts because there were more teams than there were courts. So I just remember with me and my friends, as soon as the bell rang, we would race to try to get the good spot, which was in the shade. So we can kind of like sector off and we could have it for the rest of recess. That was like, I don't know, the big memory that stuck out to me when you asked that question.
There's like a few things. First of all, Mark Caldwell, the worst bully I've. No, I would love it if I use this moment to like get back at bullies from middle school.
Start calling out people who traumatized you.
This person did this to me, and this. No, I think the thing that like it feels the most realistic is that reminds me of school is like one, how broke down PS38 is, and how no one really has any money or anything, but they still have fun. I remember as a kid, my friends and I one like weekend were like, let's go dig a hole. And I don't know why that was fun, but we spent all weekend just digging a hole. And it reminds me of just that like that silly stuff as a kid. And also like the I think especially with my character Teddy, it reminds me of Teddy's the kind of character that he actually is intelligent, but all he wants to do is joke around and have fun. And that reminds me of school where like, you're supposed to be in these honor classes. I'm like, I don't want to be in the honors classes. I want to, yeah. So that's just something I relate to.